Call me a contrarian if you want to, but today I want to talk about the virtue of thinking negatively. No pun intended, but we're living at a time when negativity gets a really bad rap. Everybody's always talking about putting positivity out into the world so the universe will send it back to you. But the truth is, sometimes things are just pretty terrible. And real hope takes a good look at all the discouraging details of your current situation and faces them as they are and still believes that a good future can emerge in spite of them. The fact is that being hopeful is not about ignoring the difficult things about your life. That's denial. That's something else altogether. So when people say, oh, well, don't say that, don't put that out into the universe, that might be true, that your words have power. But you know what is also true? That there are some things in life that I have no control over whatsoever, no matter what I do or say. But there may be something that I can do or say that can make my current situation a little bit more bearable. I think that it's really interesting that Christians kind of take on those ideas and speak that way, because in the Bible, we have this book of prayers and poems and songs called the Psalms. It's the biggest book in the Bible, and it's often the place where we go to look for words for worship and praise and prayer. But the interesting thing is that most of the Psalms are actually about isolation and confusion and crises of faith and all that kind of stuff. Most of the Psalms are like, God, where are you? Or, man, life is not making sense to me right now, and all that kind of thing. That's a very different sentiment from that old church song that says, I sing because I'm happy. I've noticed the same thing about myself as a songwriter, that it's way easier to write when I'm heartbroken than when I'm not. And I've noticed that there are far more hit songs in history about heartbreak and loss than there are about resilience and positivity. I mean, it's really difficult to write a positive song that doesn't come off as cheesy and trite, because we don't necessarily look to music to give us answers. We look to music to help us express how we're feeling. And we oftentimes need songs the most when we're hurting. A light at the end of the tunnel means nothing to a person who hasn't been groping their way through the dark. And the songs let us be honest about that groping that we're doing, about that finding our way that we're doing. It lets us be honest about the pain that we feel, about the confusion that we might have. They let us cry and ache and long and complain and moan. But the songs can also, even as it addresses all that negativity, somehow turn all of that groaning into something beautiful. So in our effort to stay hopeful and to stay positive, let's not be so quick to skip over all of the ugly details, because oftentimes that's exactly from where the beauty emerges.